Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at our first project, which is going to be a temperature converter. We're going to be converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius or from Celsius to Fahrenheit. If you're not familiar, there's a couple of math formulas you'll need for this. They're not terribly difficult if you just go to Google and search something up. I just went to Google, found the first page that had a converter on it, and I'm just using that one because they have the actual formulas that we use. So we can see here to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, we just need to subtract 32 and multiply by 5/9. And to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, we need to multiply by 9/5 and add 32. So it's just the inverse of each other. Here we subtract 32, here we add 32, here we multiply by 5/9, here we multiply by 9/5. So we just need to convert these two formulas into something the users can use. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. To start with, I'm just going to say that we want to put, hello, I am a temperature converting AI. And then we'll just put in like a weird trademark symbol because that's what everyone on Twitter is doing right now. What we want to start with is saying something like, is this a temperature in Fahrenheit or is it in Celsius? Then we'll say, here's our unit, unit of measure. It's going to be gets.chomp.downcase. Now that we have that, we can ask them what the temperature is, and then we can get that temperature by doing gets.chomp, and then we can do a 2f to convert it to a float, so we have like a decimal number right away. The issue with this type of logic is, what happens if right here, they've already given us like, I don't know, Kelvin or Barbie as the unit of temperature. At that point, we can actually just exit the program and tell them that like this is a bad unit of temperature before we even ask them what this number is. Because right now, if we run this program and we say, what is the unit of temperature? I'll say like test. Of course, test isn't a real unit of temperature, but what happens if we got someone who's over here and they're typing in like a super specific number? At this point, having to type all of this in and then just being told that like actually at this step, we could have told them something was wrong. It's not good for the user, right? So instead, what I want to do is between this bit of code right here and this bit of code right here that asks for the number, I want to say if the unit is not supported, yell at the user and exit. So if the unit of measure, and actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say if this is equal to, if this is not equal to F and it's not equal to C, and this right here, this is the AND operator. So this is just the same thing as typing AND, but a lot of languages don't like using the literal word AND. They prefer having double ampersands right here. So we're going to use the double ampersands. If the unit of measure does not equal F and it does not equal C, so they didn't type F or C, then we're just going to yell at the user. So we'll say, in this case, puts, you did not enter a valid unit of measurement. But if you want to make this sound more official, you can say you did not enter a supported unit of measurement. But okay, how do we now get this to exit the program? We have two options. We could start with an else block, and then we could just put everything else into here because we now know it's an F or it's a C. But really what we want to do here is not have an else block because that's going to make the code hard to read. And instead we can just use the keyword exit. So now let's take a look at what happens. I'm going to run this program again. It's going to ask us for a temperature. I'm going to type F and then it'll ask us for the actual number. I'll put in like 105. You see that works just fine. But now watch what happens if I type in like, let's say K, for example. It'll immediately tell us that's not supported. So I don't even get to a point where I have to type in my super specific temperature. It just immediately tells us that wasn't a supported unit of measurement. Cool. So now let's deal with this. We get our temperature. What do we want to do? What we want to do is we want to say if the unit is Fahrenheit, convert it to Celsius, right? So if the unit is equal to F, because at this point we know it's either equal to F or it's equal to C, then we want to take the temperature, say the temperature is equal to, and what we have right here, we have to convert this to, this is going from Fahrenheit to Celsius, so Fahrenheit to Celsius. So we know that our formula here is temperature minus 32 times 5/9. That's going to give us our temperature right here. we can then go ahead and we can print something. We can say the temperature in Celsius is whatever this is. We can come down here and we can actually put in an else block, and we can say, otherwise, we want to convert this to Fahrenheit. And GitHub Copilot just completed this for me, but we'll just get rid of this, and I'll walk you through this. So otherwise, we want to say the temperature is equal to the inverse of what we have over here, right? So over here, we actually had the second formula, right? Which is to multiply by 9/5. So say temperature times 9/5 plus 32. So let's actually just grab this, put it inside of some parentheses, plus 32. And we can actually put a space here just to clean this up. So temperature times 9 divided by 5 plus 32. And because we want to keep things in floats here, I'm actually going to convert both of these over to floats so that this makes more sense. We can then come down here and we can say the temperature in Fahrenheit is whatever this temperature is. And the other thing that I'd like to do here is say, instead of just using temperature, I want to convert this to, let's say like converted temperature. And then I want to use this in our print statement. So I want to print the converted temperature, just because I don't like having these, using the same variable here and overwriting it, because it makes it a little bit less clear. I want this to be very clear that this is the converted temperature that we're printing off. So now let's go ahead and let's run this program. Say, hello, I am a temperature converting AI. Is this temperature in Fahrenheit or Celsius? I'll start by typing, I don't know, like window, right? Window is not a valid unit of measurement. It's not supported, so we can't do that. So let's go ahead and let's start it again. Let's start with Fahrenheit. So I want to convert 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's come up here to this calculator we found on Google, and we can just type in 50. It's going to convert this to 10 degrees Celsius. The same thing would work if you just went over to Google and you just typed 50 degrees F to C. 50 degrees F is equal to 10 degrees C. So this is nice because now we know what this should spit out. So if we type in 50, we know this should spit out 10. If we type in 50, that is 10 degrees Celsius. So now, because these are inverses of each other, we also know that if we type in 10, we should get out 50 if we use Celsius. So let's enter C for Celsius. Let's say 10 degrees Celsius. We expect this to be 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We run this, the temperature is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. There's two other things we can try. First one is, let's type in a capital F, and then let's type in 50 degrees. And we can see that still works just fine. The other thing we could try is a capital C, and we can type in 10, and we can see that also works just fine. So those are both okay. The only other thing that we would still need to account for in a real program would be if we got a bad temperature number right here. Right now, what'll happen if we type F and then like the word test, you'll see that that's going to give us a weird string here or a weird result. And that's just because when the user does this, the test is going to be converted into some kind of number when this math ends up happening. There are ways for us to handle these errors, but for now, we're just going to leave this as like a consequence of the user putting in some bad data, right? The other thing we can do is we can actually take the converted temperature here and we can say, let's round this. So let's come up here. Let's put one more in. Converted temperature is equal to converted temperature dot round, and then inside of parentheses, we can round it to 2 decimal places. We'll take this, we'll put it down here as well. And now you'll see that now our calculator, if we type in F and we type in, like, I don't know, let's do a weird number like 10, that'll get rounded to negative 12.22 degrees Celsius. So now we're sort of truncating this to 2 decimal places so that this is a bit more readable. In the future, we'll get to like error handling and we can do a loop, and that'll allow us to ensure that the user actually puts in some good data here. But for now, for your first program, I think 25 lines of code with a working converter is pretty cool, right? Like this was a pretty big first project for you. So hopefully you got something out of this, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.